Hi Nick, thanks for the files. They all came through in the end, so I've been taking a look at all the various layers. You did an enormous amount of work, so I think that's going to pay off hugely. I can definitely see the improvement already in the hands. So I'm just going to nip through and look at a couple of the pages that you did, the freehand ones, and then take a look at the finals and we'll have a look there. So first up, these ones, I know you put a big red X through here. So I know it's probably not, you probably weren't totally happy with it, but that's not a problem. It's a good idea actually if I look at it, the ones that you're not happy with. So if we take a look at the underlying layer, okay, you just put an X through there. So that was great. We can see your bubbles and your sketching underneath. And what we can do to just troubleshoot a little bit is if we look at, say, this hand here, I'm going to pull this up, oops, this one in the corner, just looking at where the thumb's ending up, what's happening is the thumb needs to start lower down. So the thumb's ending up looking a little bit like one extra finger, and actually the thumb comes out of the hand lower down like this. And then watch, if I erase that, suddenly you've got a much better looking hand. So it kind of comes like that and like that. So this one's better already, you can see. This one's a little bit odd because it goes very far. So if the hand, say you might have the thumb like this, because the thumb's kind of stretched out to the side, but the way it is currently looks a little bit odd. So in general, I'd say that is the most obvious problem, is the thumb ending up not coming off the heel of the hand rather than coming too close to the top of the hand. Okay, so that's the main thing to notice, is definitely like this. This one not too bad. This one can definitely be lower, this one lower, this one lower. So in general, the thumb lower when you're doing the four-fingered hands. Okay, let's go and take a look at these hands of Thumbmans, and these ones are looking pretty good. We've got a similar problem going on here. You can see this thumb is sticking too far, coming out too late. So we need it to kind of come out here, and then the fingers will go like this. So it's generally just a need to bring the thumb out earlier. This one's looking good. The thing that's going to trip you up here, or the thing that you can refine a bit here, so the outline will go all the way around like this. We will see that this line all the way around between us and the thumb, because the thumb's kind of further away. But then what you want to do is to bring this round like this, so that you've got that real sense of the fingers rounding. You don't want to just put lines. See, what you've done is you've just put a line and a line and a line like that, and you want to get a sense that there's the rounding of the actual digit. So what I tend to do is I do this. I actually put the ovals in, and then I just go in and erase this end to show where the knuckles are, and then when you outline, you get a nice actual roundness to this side, instead of it being straight with just lines off it. So similarly here, what you would do is put around and around and around, and then go and erase here. And you might end up, I don't think you'd see the curled in finger here, but you might, I guess you might get that sense of a finger here. So this finger might be curled round like that, and then a slight gap here, and that gives you the sense that that finger is curled back in on itself. The other thing, a small thing to notice with these, is don't join this line all the way across the middle. Okay, so you'll notice on the outlines of the hands that you copied, they will tend to be more like this, where there's just a hint of a curve like this, where the glove goes into the wrist, but there's a gap here in the middle, and that's what you want. You want to leave the gap like this and like this when you outline. Don't bring it all the way across as you did here. Okay, so generally looking really, really good. Really happy with the hands that you've done. So let's take a look at the lads. Let's take a look at the actual pictures of the lads. Okay, so this one, looking good. I'm going to change colors so that we know what we're looking at. And here what's going to happen, so that the hand is looking really, really good. I'm loving it. We've got the finger out like that. The thumb is looking good. And then the curved fingers behind, excellent, all looking good. So what I want to look at is how this area looks. And we just need to get the glove part. Remember that the glove would kind of sit perpendicular to the wrist. So the wrist will come in like that. And there's this is like a right angled corner, okay? So we want to get the hand, the wrist sitting like that into the glove. And similarly here, we can bring it round like this. It'll go around the outside, so the arm will come through like this. The far side here will show the arm coming through, and then this side will cross over the arm, and these bits we won't have the outline all the way through, so we'll just have the curve like that. And then we've got the thing going on with the thumb being a little bit too high again, so I've just changed that there. Otherwise these fingers looking really, really solid. So I'm very happy with what's going on here for Thumb Man's hands, looking great. And then let's have a look at next to himself, and you can see that I've already done some drawing here because I took a look at this hand here, and I just wanted to work a little bit with it. So if I draw you through it, you can see that I've ended up making the hand bigger, and what I did was I did it as a bubble like this, and then I put in the 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, thumb coming out the top, so thumb like this, and then I curved the thumb, and then I went in and I erased the kind of knuckle side of the finger ovals so that they look like they're joined into the hand like that, and that's what gives you this nice rounded outside. And then we can bring the hand through like this, or the arm through like this, to take it round and put in the sleeve, and up it goes. So by drawing in, and then we obviously can also erase this here so that we don't have that, can leave a few little bits almost as knuckles, but we don't want it all sticking out there. So it definitely helps to start with the bubble like this, put in the placeholder for the thumb, make sure that we curve the thumb backwards a bit, not best outline, there we go, and then put in these as actual ovals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and erase here so that they look like they're perfectly joined onto the hand, but we get the rounded outer edge here. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about the actual version of Nexta. It's looking great. And I'm not sure where you want to go from here. What I would say is spend the next week, so this week, and probably next week, because I'm away for at least at the beginning of next week. So this week and next week, as your work, I would say just draw the lads. Draw them doing whatever you want to, at least once a day. Kind of draw them from the waist up, so full head and body and hands. If you want to start playing around with their legs and trousers and so on, then you can start doing that. But I would say just play with them. Have some fun. Think about silly things they might do. You might want to make them do cartwheels or sit on the dock somewhere with their feet dragging in the water, or sit on the steps and look at something, or stand and pose with a snowman. Think of maybe something fun and seasonal that they might be doing, decorating a tree or carving the turkey for Thanksgiving, anything like that. And just have some fun with them for this week and next week to consolidate and just get that playfulness back in, to have some fun. Because you've been working really hard with them on very specific assignments, and now your skills are looking pretty lekker. So, sorry, that's a very South African term to say really, really excellent. So, yeah, play with them. Let them do all the kind of seasonal fun things, wearing crazy sweaters and carving turkeys and eating pumpkin pie, decorating trees. I'm not sure they should go to the Black Friday sales, to be honest. That might be a little bit too far. Nick, you've done so well with the hands. I can see an enormous improvement between last week and this week. So I'm pretty confident that you've got a good methodology now, and you'll be able to keep refining it.